Hey guys, welcome to episode 100. Yay! Pop the champagne.
Actually, we don't even have anything. I'm sorry, we are in a new studio at least for episode 100.
Yes.
And plus, okay, yes.
Yeah.
We have to do it's a process.
And clearly we are with special people.
Yes.
Because we couldn't just call anyone for episode 100. And yeah, we have guests in studio. We have deep voices. Yeah.
This podcast is normally very, very female oriented.
Yeah.
So sometimes we like to spice up the boys episodes.
Yeah.
And so far they have been the best episodes we normally have.
Yes.
Even
Though the girls
listening
episode is
wise.
also.
Okay, yeah, the girls episodes of course.
That's just kidding. But anyway, yeah.
My name is Alice.
And I'm Alexia Musao. And I
And
think we let our guests
introduce themselves.
Hey, okay. I'll remove the sexy R&B voice. But yes, Neville. Yeah, am I supposed not to keep the bio?
We'll get into that.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Andy. Yes.
yeah, karibuni sana.
Yeah, Asante manze. Me, I want affirmations. Why were we picked?
Hey,
Can we?
well, come on.
Affirmations muhimu. Hii episode ianze kama imeenda.
I think for one, you guys have always supported us, even before we met or knew each other. So I think there was that karapo kidogo just from online.
Yeah. And I listen to the podcast sometimes. The mics are open, and there was a time you were there as well, and so your personalities were definitely something that we were really curious about. Like, these are the guys. Not curious
We're here
about.
to pick your brain and see.
I feel like you're open enough to speak on the perspectives you're looking for, especially for a boys episode. So people come and let's hope so.
Yeah.
Basically.
But thank you also. We appreciate being given this platform. We appreciate you all. Y'all are killing it out here. Y'all are doing amazingly well.
That's
you.
our farm festival.
Yes, affirmations are two-way street, Kama kupatia affirmations hiyo ni red flag. So
Umesikia? Sisi tumesema by the way. Yeah.
So ni maneno kama hayo, unasemaje Andy?
Ndio hivyo. Honestly, it's been a long time coming. To be
Yeah.
honest, we got this invite quite a long time ago.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
We had invited you several times, but
Oh,
It's
yeah.
several times.
Hata mimi nimekumbuka
Acha
with
kufanya
the-
ile
Okay, not
But yeah, we are very honored to be here for
definitely.
the
Thanks for
100th
coming.
episode. Na nasema iende sana.
Yeah.
We don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
But it
But-
should go.
Poli.
I've also remembered there's a time we were asking our audience who they'd like us to bring on as guests, and you guys came
Wow.
out
We
a
got a
couple of
lot
times.
of you guys,
Awesome.
Chop Shop
That's amazing.
podcast, because
Yeah.
you guys also have your own podcast as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to talk about that briefly and tell our audience what you guys normally.
Wow. Andy, go
Not
first.
the bio.
Oh.
Time for the bio.
So you see how maybe coming from someone who's been on radio, there's that censorship that's on radio.
Yeah.
So there's a certain frustration that builds up in a creative in an environment where you can't freely express yourself without these limitations, blah blah blah. So for Neville and I, it was out of the result of being in that environment and being in a different environment but with a similar kind of, how can I put it, maybe vibe around it. So we just decided, you know what, let's just do our own thing, and whatever we come up with, let's run with it. And the Chop Shop was birthed, and we experimented different topics, just trying out different things, artists, music, bringing different elements together. And right now and I always tell people it's not just a podcast, it's a whole show. So you release one episode, you get a whole show, you don't know what you're gonna get in that. So it's working for us right now.
Oh, nice. And when did you start the podcast?
Wow, never.
Damn, I think it's like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
3, 2?
Yeah.
Somewhere about there. I don't remember, but yeah, we posted our first episode somewhere in February a few years back. But yeah, it's been a good journey, and the fact that, you know, when you post up your first episode, you're like, damn, wase watano wamesikiza in the first 2 days.
We know.
Yeah, you know, it's a struggle as a creative, but nobody wants to talk about that. But yes, it's a struggle. You begin, yes, but always having your own stuff and owning your own platform is also key and important. So I feel as if that's where also Chop Shop we've thrived. So yeah, it's pole to step by step. We've been out here a while.
Yeah.
Our dynamic is not like all podcasts. Like we don't drop every week or every weekend or every, you know, sometimes our mental health go down and we're not feeling a record. So us we just chill. You know, we build up on that, and when we come back with a better episode. So thank you, Manze, to our guys. Our fans also listen to us, yes, and also the sponsors who come on board. So it's been a holistic kind of journey, because who thought sponsors could come on a podcast and advertise, and you'll get, you know, like a little something to invest back into what you're trying, you know. So it's a good space.
I have a question. How did you guys meet? And how and where?
Damn. That's a tough one.
Okay.
But yeah,
It sounds so romantic.
Yeah. And you wanna take this?
There's some romance. Honey, do you wanna?
No, I'll take it.
You say it better.
You know the story. But yeah, we are from USIU together. So Andy was a teacher's pet. Andy used to sit Andy used to sit at the front.
You look like the type.
Tell us, what is the
process?
But yeah, Andy used to sit at the front of the class, have all his assignments done.
Well
Neville is at the back of the class, comes in a few minutes late, you know, tussles with the lecturer a bit, you know.
Opposites attract.
Yeah, you know how it be.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel as if those were our first encounters. USIU radio. Yeah, we shared many things in common. So yeah, I feel as if we met USIU, and if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but those were not the circumstances.
I've put the politically correct one out there.
But
And
yeah,
you can
more or
just
less.
tell us the tea.
We shared some classes, but we didn't really take note of each other like that. Like we're just some guys in class.
Yeah.
But where we used to meet so much was on USIU radio, cause my show used to come before his show. So we'd meet, you know, in the corridors when I'm leaving the show.
He's coming in.
getting. Yeah, and our shows used to be more or less similar. But now him, because he'd started a while before me, his was, you know, more advanced. Like he'd bring in guests.
Yes, just say mine was the show. Yeah. You see, he said it's more advanced. What is more advanced? Someone show you the top of the top.
I have trophies in my
I
house.
also have. I also
My
have.
show was the best.
Okay.
But yeah, so everybody hated him on USM.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did whatever he
Just
wanted.
point out.
Yeah.
I think that you're waiting for this moment to let us what you guys have.
Yeah, man. But we later on met at Homeboys Radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a while later on. And one thing led to another.
So you guys were not like boys like that until Homeboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we
more
were
or less.
friends as much in
Yeah.
USA, but we, as you said, we used to know of each other. You know the best shows on campus when they are mentioned. You know, there's my show and then there's his show.
So we get the point.
But yeah, so yeah, we didn't really, we weren't like buddies like now. So, but when I got the opportunity and Jimani came along and he, fished me over to Homeboys and I started off. And as I started off, the Jimani used to say, yo, we need someone else we could add on the show, someone who could give us a different perspective. Because my perspective yangu ni left field, the streets, ni nini vitu zingine. And then Andy is the, honest Andy, the guy who does things by the book, unajua. So they wanted to do that.
Okay.
So they wanted that dynamic, and on radio that dynamic sounds good. So G used to ask me, is there anybody else who can do this? So I used to say, there's a guy called Andy, he does the thing. So anytime I would meet Andy where we live, I'd be like, Andy, Jimani is asking about you. He wants, he wants to add you into the thing. But at that time, Andy, because we weren't friends, you know the way you can tell someone, hey, they're gonna job offer and then you don't believe. So Andy never used to believe. He just used to think it's like hot air.
Exactly. What's your response to this?
No, it's true, because I don't talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, we hate Neville. I think
Oh, that's
the best
facts.
show.
Yeah.
So, why you
good
good
kind
kind
of
of
You're hated because you have the good show.
Be like that.
You have Nyashinsky on your show. You have
You're hated.
Yeah, you're hated.
So why is this guy talking to me about one of the people you look up to in the game, actually asking about me? Yeah, we don't even say hi.
Yeah.
So I used to just dismiss it, you know. But what she won't tell you is how now we got in touch again now for me to get to Homeboys Radio. So there's a time this guy went MIA for 2 days.
Mental health break. So right now it's called mental health break.
Yeah.
For like 2 days.
Before it was MIM.
So I get a call from Ray. I started going out to Ray, who was on Inside Radio. You know, right now she's at Sun City. So Ray asks me, have you heard from Nev or have you seen Nev? I'm like, no, I haven't, but let me make some calls, see what I can, what I can come up with.
Why was it, before we go to find this story,
yes,
if you guys were enemies, how come people used to call you for things for Neville?
No, that's from Homeboys, because anybody now at Homeboys who needs to get in touch now with maybe someone like Nev.
Oh, because you guys were, okay.
Yeah,
fair.
we're from the same school, we live around the same area. So if you don't get him and you're looking for him, you'll probably look for me.
You.
Hoping that you'll get
He's gonna
him.
be there.
That's what
The irony.
Yeah, so I call him Mteja. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, man, just a chini, metaverse.
Okay, so I called someone whom I thought he'd be with.
Yeah.
Mteja pia. So I remember, so the other person, I have their cousin's number, so let me call the cousin. But not, see, I'm closer with the cousin, so I can quickly call the cousin and go like, hey, I'm looking for so and so, do you have Nani's number? So they're like, so I'm not supposed to give you this other number. Don't say you got it from me.
Oh, his other number.
No, not his number. The other person has another number that's not really
the other
good.
person that you are
I have to protect
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
So it went through. So I'm like, if you're with Nani, please tell him to put his phone on and call. 5 minutes later, he calls me. But by the time he's calling me, the missed calls, the messages, boom, 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 he already knew Wagwan.
Yeah.
So I call Ray after he gets in touch with me. I call Ray and I'm like, I've called him, he's okay. I've told him to call you guys. But Ray, she doesn't want to take my word for it. So she's like, I'll give you Jimani's number so that you call Jimani and tell him personally that you talk to Neville and Neville is okay.
Yeah.
Gives me the number, I do the thing. So at the end of the call, Jimani goes like, oh, by the way, if you want to come see how we do things at Homeboys Radio, just come through. But we'd had this conversation like 4 months earlier, but Jimani is busy, But that's how I finally, eventually got when this guy went to my
Thank God for
Neville
going in my
Exactly, as I said, it was mental health. It was a mental health.
Okay.
I thought it would sound romantic.
I like the backstory.
Yeah,
I feel like you guys have really
Wow.
gone into
Gone
the
through a
meat
lot.
of things.
Just a bit about ourselves.
And look how life is so interesting, you know. And now you're working together. You're very
What
good
about
friends.
you guys?
Oh God.
Oh, episode 1.
But any general
In a
overview.
nutshell, we met through mutual friends.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Party,
at a trip to Atamu.
Well, yeah,
My
but
vibes.
before that, I came to, maybe I saw you once. She used to share hostel with my our now common friend.
Yeah.
So maybe I'd visit her and she's there. Then now we went on a trip to Atamu, and then that's where we kind of got
Let me
to
ask
know
you
each
guys, ni
other.
vibes gani ambazo ziliwa attract together? Kwa sababu niko sure Alice kuna vibes fulani uliona kwa Alexia hapa ambazo zilikuwa like, damn, I can relate to something that is, you know, that she does, you know, feel me?
I think it's the creative aspect of things.
We both had podcasts before this this current podcast, and I think we were both kind of not in those podcasts anymore.
Yeah.
Then I approached Alexia, and she was also looking to get into the podcast space, so that's how we decided to come together.
Nice.
I'll say we were friends, but we were still kind of barely friends when we decided. But I
became
think
friends because of the podcast.
we just
So
because
you
of
guys
the
started as
podcast.
acquaintances or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
so now the
Wow.
mutual friends, and then then I said, this girl has a personality of someone who I want to be, associated with in terms of having a podcast because of the few conversations maybe we had and the personality she had. Alexia was an actor when she was young. She liked
Really?
expressing
I
that.
tell you, this humble thing is that
Okay, I don't think I'd call it an actor, but just a model.
Kuna evidence
But-
uko nje?
Yeah.
YouTube
Hey.
never forgets.
But they are good
I used to
friends.
host a children's show on
Oh,
TV for
yeah, that one.
I think 6 years,
Mm.
and then now I moved into commercial modeling.
Yeah.
So ads, billboards.
Can I ask this? Do you consider yourself like a child star?
Yeah. I was slaving at in class 3.
I bet
Let's
you-
have birthday parties. Me, Nico.
Exactly.
Nasoma script, Nico. Yeah.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
I think it's built
Yeah, you
on
were
my
a breadwinner
confidence.
from long.
So mom.
Hey,
Come
wow,
through,
that's
come through.
interesting.
Yeah.
So I knew she's someone who's gonna be comfortable with this, and she's also like someone who is organized enough and we would be very committed to this as much as I was, because I wasn't looking for now another podcast to just end because of
Yeah.
or not work out. So yeah, we
So
are.
you're the chaotic one.
Just
own it.
yeah.
And the young pole
straight
pole.
here. Am I chaotic?
Not really. You have your moments.
Ah, she's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yes, you're just like
Nice.
Andy. I saw your fire.
Okay,
That's what
chaotic in what
exactly what.
sense? In what sense? Chaotic in what sense?
Or maybe you can say your perspective of
Chaotic.
our
Bring
Yeah,
it
no,
back.
I think we complement each other because I think even for me, as much as she's saying I'm serious, I need someone who is equally as
But-
serious and equally as committed to keep me on course, So
Yeah.
we always
balance each other.
balance each other out. Sometimes she'll be having a bad week, a bad day, and then I'm like, oh, let's just come in and record. No, other people will be like, okay, let's just chill, and you chill like that, and that's
Actually,
how the
we
podcast does.
really just allow each other to really take breaks or something.
Yeah, but not too.
But that what the thing is, we both have that personality of we still
Yeah, we
want
still
this.
gotta get
We
it.
still
Yeah.
have to get the
Yeah,
podcast
that's how
done.
we're so
So
similar.
I know you'll just bring yourself to come do it eventually.
Yeah, for
So-
me, I think that was very important. Yeah, just to have someone who is strong, committed, focused. Yeah.
Hey, I thought it sounds like you're describing your man.
We've affirmed each other now. We've affirmed each other.
Yeah, that's our last story.
Yeah.
And here we are, episode 100. Imagine 100 episodes is not something
Yeah.
small, actually.
So it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Before we started recording, Andy said something about something we had mentioned very far back in our episode.
We really incriminate ourselves.
So I was just like, oh my goodness, he actually remembered that story, and it was like maybe episode, I don't know, in the 40s or
Oh,
something.
It's
yeah.
not only daddies.
No, but it's so
That's
funny
what-
because even like today when I was talking to Alice in the morning, I was like, no, Andy's going to be on time. Me, I know it's so. And now,
Wow,
how do you
this
know?
How do you know?
And how do you know he's going to be on time? I said, say, listen to the podcast. I know he's going to be on time.
Wow.
He never even missed an
True.
episode. He
It's
just went
true.
for break the other day.
It's
listen.
true.
Oh,
And she had texted me,
man.
you were
That's
so
the
right.
record there.
Lord.
And then and true to her word, 2 p.m. on the dot, not even 2:01, Andy was in studio.
Yeah.
And I just texted Alexia, you are right.
I told ya.
Yes.
So podcasts are interesting. I feel like people talk and then you think you know them. Maybe you
Yeah,
do.
you get to know them.
You get to know them.
Sometimes.
And sometimes
yeah.
you feel like, they possibly couldn't know you that well, and maybe there's that aspect, but you don't realize how much of yourself
Oh,
you
damn, this
actually.
brings me to my next question. What do you guys tell us some things you think you know about us without us telling you?
Hey, this show has really gone.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's bring it back to brunch.
It's okay.
A brunch, yeah.
It's okay.
Branch hatuna kitu ya
No,
kuofa.
the thing is,
It's
the
the
problem,
Banter,
the
nah.
problem is when
Don't
we
even
thought
worry
of the
about it.
name, we thought it would be good to actually having brunch while having
Yeah, it's a good
conversations.
idea.
But practically like when you're now on mics and then you're trying to speak. Okay, I mean, this struggle.
I know it's gonna happen.
It
Yes.
happens.
I would attend. I would buy a ticket if you want to
Really?
put
Yeah,
out
people.
an
I
open
think as we
table.
struggled
Yeah.
to multitask the talking and
Oh,
okay.
just so you
Let
have-
me say for me.
Yeah, we want to have
For me, finally, you know, we were doing brunch is
This
like
is
the
what
first
we are-
meal of the
tonight.
day, so you're just like ready.
But I feel as if with good organization,
It
if
can
we were
happen.
to,
It can,
you know,
indeed.
have like a creative table and we were to sit down, I'm sure there's a way we could record content, eat, and
Yeah.
still, you know.
Also,
We tried
eat
for season
before the
6.
podcast.
Oh yes, also
So
Yeah.
that you're not tempted to
overeat now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's to bite
That's
bite.
true.
Yeah.
Cutaways.
Season 6.
Yeah.
Season 6.
Yes,
Watch out for
yeah,
this.
episode,
New
yeah,
episodes.
so
We are
quite
bringing back brunch. Bring back brunch.
Okay, so yeah,
Hashtag.
back to the question at hand.
Oh, what we think we know about you.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So we can
Yeah.
confirm or deny. Because here your timing check.
Damn.
And
Yes, our 50-50 guys.
Okay, mimi nimesema ya time, wewe sema sasa.
There's someone else who says Andy. Andy keeps trying.
I mean,
Oh, it depends on who.
yeah, this
So no,
one's
no.
Oh, wow, thank
No.
you.
I don't know. I can't even explain it.
Yeah.
I try be on time or rather in time as much as I can. Though once in a while, you know, I'm gonna be. So, okay, I like to believe that my timing is impeccable, but other people might beg to differ. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
Okay.
for me, it's just about fashionably late, you know.
Sometimes that's how you do.
Yeah, unapiga kama pika luku.
At least unaleta kitu even if you're late. You're looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salamu kutoka.
Salamu kutoka kwa mama pia.
Anyway, I think also on the podcast I can say you're very
Who, me or Andy?
let me say you.
Okay.
You're very opinionated
Alright.
and
Sema
yeah.
zote, usiogope.
I think your points usually you're like tunakusikia loud and clear. We cannot help but sikia Neville amesema na amesema na amesema.
Sema na kifua.
Yeah, you say things with your chest, yeah.
Yeah, I think for Andy, you're also very expressive. Like, you're not going to let that thing pass until like, if Jimani says something, for example, and you
Dig.
differ with it, you will really fight for your case.
Yeah.
For that,
bullies.
for that, for
Kwanza
that case.
Calvin.
And Calvin is a bully.
Ai hata tungemleta hapa akatubuli pia.
He just asks the most unhinged questions,
That's
but
true.
but yeah. So I think you're very
Yeah.
yeah. I think you're also expressive, and yeah, I know also the basic things like the fact that you're a DJ as well, and that you have a morning show. I think for Homeboys Radio, and
I think radio is what made you learn to keep time, yeah. Probably.
oh
you
God, you're still on.
You're
Trying to
disciplined.
see the dog.
Yeah, because me, I struggle with someone here. I think they need a job on radio.
I think that's also something that I really like, Alexia, about you. You just really tolerate something.
Yeah. No, because if I decide to be annoyed, I'll be annoyed every day.
I'm really working on it. I'm working. Do you know I was on Gong Road like right before I came here, and she was like, "Umeshatoka kwa nyumba?" Surely.
Zero faith.
Piga picha.
Zero faith.
The evidence.
Staki, but anyway, she's trying.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Anyway, I think we can
Anyway.
get into the
Yeah.
meat
Yeah,
of the
I think-
podcast.
Or do you guys have,
Broken,
first
yeah.
of all, do you have any ideas about us as
Oh.
well?
Yes.
Hey, you were waiting for that question.
Why?
Yeah, no picture why? If, like the banter of a branch, I think Alice your banter, and I think Alexia your branch.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
okay.
Stop it. When I
That's
said,
anyway,
yeah.
that it makes sense, Pia.
Yeah, because hii dynamic yenu ni pia interesting sana, unajua.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that you all at least got together and you have that bond, and as I can see, mnaenda mbali kama sisi.
And
We are
also,
all gonna be
I
up.
feel like you're very career-driven women. Like you have your own app going on the side.
Yeah.
Yes, like you guys, as much as you come here, do your own thing, appeal to your TA and your audience. Mnaendeleza vitu zenu go in the back, and you're not afraid to just go at everything 100%.
Yeah.
I admire your grind, you know.
Yeah.
We
It's a
respect
major
the
green
grind.
flag. Major.
So,
Yeah, tuko na green flags, guys.
okay. You guys are visual, doing the thing, getting your own sponsorships. I see you guys doing your own thing.
Yes,
Me, I'm
thank
here for
you.
it. The local scene has to lazima to place, you know, where we want to be. So yeah.
Thank you. That's nice. In fact, when just outside, we were sitting and just thinking about how far we've come. Like episode 1, we recorded in Alice's bed. On Alice's bed, both of us, one mic,
Midnight.
sharing,
We know this.
trying to figure out even this audacity doing pre-prep. We're like, what is this? Yeah, it's very easy. So it's been a journey, and I used to hate setting up. Shout out to Gidi, at least he helps us.
Yeah.
With me, mic check.
Oh God, that used to frustrate us because we'd spend an hour setting up.
Yeah.
And sometimes the mics just won't work, the audio box is not working.
The mic stand is falling on you. You have to balance. Anyway, what we talk about. So if you're thinking about joining the creative space, just know Rome is not built in one day, you know. And once you start, at least.
Yeah.
Just keep at it.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that was a nice introduction.
Yeah,
we
but
really got to know each other. To bond, to break ice. Yeah. So anyway, I think we'll get into the conversation, borrowing just from your creative journey and just how far you guys have come, even in this industry. And I know even like your 9-to-5s are still in the creative media industry and stuff like that. And we're kind of curious for you guys, like how that has impacted either negatively or positively into your relationships, be it your friendships, be it romantic relationships and partnerships. Is it something like, kama sasa Neville, you can't do afternoon dates uko studio?
Yani babe, siwezi ku drop home cycles, najua naenda kwa studio sasa.
Yeah, so okay, that's a bit. Maybe there are other actual serious things, and even especially being also in the creative industry, you know, some people are like, no, even being a DJ also, it's always red flag. Don't date a DJ. Don't date a lawyer. Don't date, you know, there's those two things. Yeah.
Date a podcaster.
Your business is on the podcast.
Not all the time, baby. Not all the time. We love some few things.
Yeah. So maybe let's just have a conversation around that.
Wow, they look. Wow, you looked at me.
I look down, bro.
Yeah, let's stand it. But honestly, even from campus, I lost so many connections and friendships because of having a certain schedule. Like when I got into radio and I used to do breakfast every day, I started with an afternoon show. But even then, I started losing more friends because I don't have as much time to hang out with you guys as before. And you see, it's not a mandatory activity.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do this.
Oh, so that was nice. Cool.
It's voluntary, you know. So them, they prefer hanging out as usual in the cafeteria or at like a hotel somewhere. So as early as then, I started getting the memo. So when I joined national radio, I was like, wow, everything has been blown into a different proportion. Now I'm on a breakfast show every day from Monday to Monday, you know, 6 to whatever time. So that means when you guys, or when we are partying at night,
you're thinking about
when it gets to 9 p.m, I'm like, damn, I have to be up at 4 a.m.
Wow.
So you see, start sneaking parties early. Your friends are like, don't be that guy who leaves the party. Now you'll survive, you know. You've done this to you.
You had some nights.
Especially this season, November, December, January. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, because even guys are like on holiday, but you guys are
always
running essential service.
Exactly. That's what guys never really get to. They're like, when you guys are on holiday, when you're away from the office holiday in quotes, I'm the one entertaining you. I'm your MC. I'm your radio guy. I'm the one hosting at your club. You know, I'm the one providing the entertainment. So it's a good thing. It's a blessing in disguise. You know? So, but yes, it's true. Andy, what Andy has said. Sometimes the schedule, you always have to be on your toes. You know, because of not wanting to be kuwa risky kidogo, you know, you don't have to play with the bag. So yeah, especially when it comes to that side of life. So yes, it does affect some relationships, friendships, and also, you know, if you have especially someone who doesn't understand, inakuwa ngumu, because how am I supposed to let you know about some things? Yes, it's good when Chronix comes into the country and yes, he's passed through the studio, you know, you've gotten a ticket, VIP, you know, that time all our friends are our friends, you know. When
now the hardships come,
remember me, we met at, you know, because they know you're in the know.
Kwanza, your sisters out there.
Like my sister.
Yeah, not literally.
Not literally,
I don't know why I was taking it literally. But just your sister.
That's when, you know, they become really friendly, you know.
So things
opening 2 years ago in Leo because of Chronix, you know, but yeah, Neville was saying.
Yeah. So it's good and bad. So I wouldn't say, I'd still take it because yeah, it is what it is. So it's not what you expect, but this is what it is. Because as we said, some people don't like if we go out together, all of us, there's a 60% possibility that someone is gonna walk up to us and be like, yo guys, I enjoy what you guys do, blah 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 blah. There's someone who's gonna banter you about what you do. And then there are those people who are not maybe comfortable with people just walking up to you because you know, because they feel some type of way, like, you know, huyu ni mtu wangu nah, not like that. You know, you might be with someone who doesn't enjoy the fact that people are walking up to you. They might even ask you, hey, sushikilie hii kamera unipige, you know. Exactly.
Then amechirusha na mimi hata pretend nimechukua.
You know, and it's some unwanted attention in quote to some people, you know, comment section, PR, social media. Yes, it's a good life, but also it has its ups and downs. But as I said, it just needs someone who is level-minded to understand it. So yes, there are challenges, but challenges you can bear with. How do you guys feel?
First of all, before we get to that, I just wanted to have another question in relation to what you guys have just discussed. Has that been an actual hindrance for you? Like, do you feel like that the fact that you're in that kind of spotlight has actually affected you from getting into something serious? Or it's not really a big thing, it's you still feel like it's...
Or have you ever broken up with someone and the main issue was
your job?
Well, you are too famous.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You want to take this one?
No, that's crazy. No, but for real now, I've never experienced someone being like I've not yet had someone like that in my life, but I do understand they're around because of situations and things I hear from my peers and friends. So yes, I know it's something that's out there, but it's not been in my life like that. Like I haven't been, you know, hindered because of ABCD, but I understand it is sometimes in people's minds, like mtu akikuona like 50,000 followers anajua umse akona access to many people that maybe mimi mse wa 200 followers sina. You understand? So sometimes it's been that thing that has been said to you, like, hey, you have too much of a following. You're on radio, so manze kidogo mimi si mse wa that life. You understand? And so sometimes you understand it, and sometimes but not you, vibes. They love you back in, you know. She doesn't know, but you know, it is what it is. So yes, there has been times where you can't get what you need because of ABCD, but yeah, it's an up and down that you can live with.
Okay.
Yeah. Why Nev was talking about it being important having someone who understands is because we have been in situations where in this scene, in this industry, being with someone, them not being able to completely comprehend the situations that you guys are in and still trust that you guys are gonna keep it solid and keep it 100. For example, I'm a DJ and I'm a radio guy. So there's some times, say I'm at the club, I've done a gig, you know, maybe some shorties wanna take some photos, or we've just done an interview with some artists. You know, and maybe when the photos go out on social media, the image is different now. You know, the reception is different. You know, so we've been in trouble plenty times, according to us, for no reason, but for the basic fact that you guys were there in that situation looking like this. And it's my job, you know.
Yeah,
I didn't cheat on you, you know, I didn't disrespect you, I didn't, you know, put your name out there, drag it in the mud, you know. So having been there, we understood, okay, so we are okay being like this, being single, being solo, and not having to have someone who feels like it's too much to put up with. But at the same time, we haven't gotten to a point where this has hindered us from getting into maybe long-lasting relationships. We do that ourselves very well. We hinder ourselves. Yeah, but
I think that's something we wanted to discuss, and we'll get to it. Just reminisce on the question. What's the question? Whatever. But we wanted to, put a pin to this. We wanted to know why men sometimes are a bit avoidant, especially these days, to get into, relationships, and you guys' perspectives on, just.
Yeah, and disclaimer, mimi naongelelea wase wa comedy magli. Nini wase mko handsome. Mimi ni comedy magli naongelea watu wangu wa media. Wase wa handsome, cute.
I have no business about
it. Yo siko kwa hiyo maoni. Kama comedy magli kama mimi unatambua.
Just want to put it out there.
Disclaimer.
Okay. But so
but you guys, I wanted to hear your views. Has it hindered you? Have you been out there and someone is like, damn, Alexia, nakupenda lakini manze wase wengi huko wanasikiza.
Disclaimer, I'll just bring your business to the podcast. I feel like
the good and the bad.
And I think
it's
I won't say your name obviously when I'm talking about you, but I think it's something that even we've had issues with Alice because there was this guy and we said talking about him on the podcast. Of course, we weren't saying his name. Then I got to say, you people were talking about me. I was like, Nanju, you're really listening. You know.
Thank you for the
yeah, so I was just like, petty. Nanju kuata tumesema vitu more, but anyway. I don't think it has hindered us, but I think I shouldn't be saying I have a podcast. Like, I learned that later.
That's because they'll still find out. This year I say it's hard to
hide
but
it. Why not though?
Yeah, just say
why not have someone from the jump knowing exactly?
Yeah.
So that I
they fall in love with me too fast. You know, they'll go, they listen.
I don't like, you know, when you have a podcast, the truth is there's definitely a built perception your listeners now start to have or about you that I feel like maybe I wanted you to discover from me and not from that listening
the more organic way.
So you already have, by the time we come to the Nini, you already have a presumption about me.
And my second date is already asking you questions from the podcast.
You go on another date with someone else who doesn't have these vibes.
Like isn't okay for for me personally, I feel as if I can, as Andy has said, unaweza ongea na yule msema, you can interact with someone when you're just like, sasa wewe unaweza podcast, okay fine, dead, and then you just move on to some, because why are we settling for less? Because we know out there, kuna ile kitu ambayo utapatana nayo ni right kind of vibe. You don't even need to pressure nothing. You know, it's always there. Hakuna siku ambayo unafaa feel as if I'll never get what I need. Iko pale nje inakutia ni ile tu ile.
Neatly na haste.
So you have to look for it. But that's true because you're my current partner. It's not that I'm a podcast, which I like.
I'm
very happy relationship.
Does he get affected with what you say here?
I don't know if he listens me. I hope sometimes if my Bluetooth is connected, then I just hear our song. You disconnected.
You never want him to hear the pod?
At his own time, not when I'm there. I think I don't know if he listens, but but
okay. But as long as he doesn't have, he's never pressured you anything about this life of.
Though he pushes me to be the best I can be, which that's good.
That's good.
We can't settle for it.
Don't settle, guys.
Okay. So, like that. So it doesn't affect you in any way, even previously before when you were.
When you were Alice, neither.
For me, I don't know. I think maybe it does. I'm not quite sure. Nobody has blatantly come and said it's because of you know, the fact that you're in this space or you're doing that. I think most of my interactions, when they find it really cool that I do have a podcast. So
Yeah.
there's that. But I will say I get the ick a bit when we're on a first date and you mention that, oh yeah, I listened to the podcast or something. Or I know you're a podcast
Yeah,
or,
yeah, just-
or I
What are you
didn't
thinking?
know.
What's going through
Or
your mind
you
as
can
you
you
say
can
that?
listen to my podcast, Sour. That's fine. But I feel like before we've even had a chance to
Yeah.
do
I feel you,
anything.
Brian. Yeah, I connect to that. 'Cause
Clearly,
I'm the
it's a-
same
it's
way.
a problem.
I'm the same way. I was even telling Andy the other day, like, for me, when I interact even with someone on the first time, I never want to show them my Instagram.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. And
once
that's
I open my Instagram and then you start seeing ABCD there, and then it just becomes now a different story.
yeah.
Now I'm a
And I
different
like
person.
I
Now
like that
all your
separation
cousins are
as
musicians,
sometimes.
you know. They want their songs on radio. You know, so.
Even like
Yeah.
10K followers, people are like, oh, you're so
I
famous.
know.
Even when I had like 3K followers, you're so famous. I'm like,
Yeah, and I'm about to make you more famous.
Hey.
It's not the podcast.
She's taken as you've had.
but
which-
yeah,
but
numbers scare people.
it's so true. Numbers scare people, and I feel like it's an, I maybe sometimes people will say it as a joke that I don't know if I can be with a personality like this, but like genuinely, I feel there are definitely people who just won't approach you in the first place because of that fact. I will say though a bit hypocritical, but I feel the same way about now. I find it. I don't know. Maybe I'll find it hard being with someone who's in that
The line.
space as well.
True,
It's
but
something I've
Because
thought
you feel
about.
as if they have, connections with many people.
No,
No,
I
she
don't know.
knows it's
I
going to be
just
the same thing she's coming to do here.
Need to go talk about.
Put the business out there.
Because it shouldn't be like that. Like Nikki was also na
Maybe.
50K followers in a noma. See Nikki slide
Aye.
the DM. What?
in
Come
my
to
previous
think about it,
experiences.
actually.
Okay, my most recent experiences has been with people who don't even
Have
use social
Instagram?
media like that.
You don't like them, like
Green flag.
No social
Yeah.
media, no breathing.
But he knows I have like something going on my Instagram and maybe being supportive. But I'm not minded, and even to a point where we don't even have each other's social media, even if you are on social media, like.
So that stage is usually
come on.
nice.
You're not checking the profile like, what are you up to today? Maybe using a trap account that sells
You know what? Maybe I have
Insta.
trauma. No, I don't know if that's a lie actually. But
There's a face down there, okay.
yeah. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But why do you all do that? Why do you all come up with, okay, leave alone a Finsta for, maybe your sexy videos and everything that you
Yeah.
can't put on your main account, but why would you
That's
open
a
up
good
an account to sell hair and fake other things? Just to
Put
check
up
up
other
on
things.
Yeah, just to check
Yeah,
up on.
people start businesses.
Yeah.
As Finsters.
You've never been followed randomly by pages that follow that sell
Yeah.
random things.
Yeah, it's
But even recently, I was going through, which I don't even, like, I just see like the top 10. I don't really. So I said, let me go hard chini. Then I just saw some fishy accounts. So fishy. I think the name was Macho, Ayana Pazia. I was like, already, you're fishy. Yeah, it's like, blocked. Yeah, so, no, that's extreme though.
Okay.
That's extreme. But I wanted to say something about Finsters. Connie guys don't have Finsters. I feel like men are the ones who.
I have so many
We have
guys
like a
have
Finsta, but
Finsters.
our Finsta is like Cristiano Ronaldo, something else that is not as much as,
Yeah.
a Finsta, yes,
You have a
but...
Finsta?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
asking me or
Oh.
Neville?
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah,
Do
mini
you-
shajibu ni wewe.
I haven't, but may I just post some stupid shit. Like I just,
so and you stop.
it's just. Do I stalk? No, I feel like
She would come
That's-
here.
She just not like, yeah,
actually I do.
I need to know.
Maybe I do once in a. Yeah, actually I do.
You
Just has your face,
But
kabisa.
I rarely stalk. Yeah, but again, most guys that I've interacted with in that aspect, social media is not normally a huge topic of discussion or someone who's quite active. So maybe, yeah, my point is I don't feel the need to stalk because I don't think I'll find a lot of things to stalk online.
Oh, it's
Maybe
not
I'll stalk
worth it.
maybe 1 to 3 things, but I probably won't find anything about you on
When you
social
see a
media.
random babe
Si
like
kama
you
nyinyi
on
sasa
Netflix.
mna post every 2 days Instagram,
Yeah,
so you get to know a
Ah,
lot.
Okay.
Which I'm yet to discover. You know, it's not like I don't like those guys. I'm open, but I'm yet to experience being with someone who's
Out there.
out there.
Content creator.
Content creator.
Do you imagine content creator, man?
Yeah, you guys, what are your
But mimi
sentiments
nataka
about
nipatane na
that?
content creator mwenzangu. Like I've always said it, like it would be so
nice.
dope to date like a
Content
musician.
couple.
Yeah.
Like if I would have like a Beyonce on my side, hey, nampush mbaya. Na record hits, na heartbreak kidogo na piga na wapea ma hits
Nice.
We do
na
not,
Adele
Banter
kind of
Brunch
thing.
does not endorse that message.
Ay.
For real.
Heartbreak,
You know, I
like,
think
si
the way
lazima
inafanyanga the best
ikue
songs.
deep sana.
Like unadhani ile hello from the way you enjoyed it. Remember when that song came out?
Okay,
It's a
but
good song.
you
Inauma ile
want
at the
to
end.
normalize sijui cheating and
No, we're not normalizing.
No,
alafu
I
I had to break.
No, not
No,
Then
all I'm
we
saying-
make
So
a
I'm saying
song.
small heartbreak.
All I'm saying
Okay.
is
You ate the food in
some
the
of the
fridge.
best
That hurt.
some of the best songs that are out here. Like recently on TikTok we saw that video of the Premier Gao song.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you actually listen to the lyrics of the song, it
Oh,
was
I saw
translated,
that.
It was about a
I saw
heartbreak.
that.
For real?
But what
And
I'm
then we
saying-
katika.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Man
the
was
best
pouring
heart-
out his
No,
heart.
that's what I'm trying to say, but I'm not trying to endorse heartbreak.
Okay.
Eh,
Yeah, that was
umetouch a nerve.
Live one.
Like, don't endorse
Yeah,
this.
I'm not trying to, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to make a point that music and when it's a deeper
the heart,
feeling, you're
yeah.
like, yee, this is a hit song for real. So yeah, that's what I was about.
Nice. I want to talk about balance. I don't know if this life if balance can ever exist. Yeah, but I feel like you guys, you're young men also. You're young men, and now you're working. You're doing your creative things on the side as well. There's friendships. There's relationships. There's probably school as well. So how is that taking you guys? Because I feel like for me as an adult, I'm really struggling to find balance. That's why I'm like, I feel like there's no balance. I feel like it's just, yeah, we just go with the flow of things. Because, I think about, okay, I have family, I have friends, I have my relationship, I have work. Like, there's so much happening, and I'm finding, okay, I'm a bit overwhelmed, but like, you smile. See, everyone is overwhelmed. We're all overwhelmed.
Everybody
Yeah.
has something going on.
Yeah, so how is that for you guys, and just getting into the nini of adulting?
Well, I love how you look at me when you ask questions. Okay, fine. I'd say one important lesson I learned when I joined Homeboys, because I was completely overwhelmed with work, was just plan for your rest, because you're going to be serious with your work. You prioritize blah blah blah. You can't lie to yourself. Order of importance. I have to attend to this first. Boom boom boom. But where we become a bit laxed is your resting time.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
let me just go and sleep 2 hours tomorrow, and then
Because it's not scheduled. It's not
yeah.
being given a slot per se.
Yeah, so when you plan your rest time, everything else is going to fall into place, because naturally you're going to gravitate towards what you like doing the most, and then in the order of importance, so that by the time you're done, all that's left is to rest. So if you don't plan for that rest, then it's gonna go. I feel like that's where the balance comes in. It's like when you're playing Tetris, you have to make sure that the foundation is solid, so everything else is just gonna fall into place.
What's your Tetris?
But it
Oh,
sounds
Tetris
like
ni ile
Brick
game.
a good.
Like unapoka
Jenga.
brick game. Ama jenga, like when you're moving
For
those
brick
two
game, bwana
bricks.
washaelewa.
When
Watu
you're
wa
moving those
PS
two
bwana.
bricks, when you're fitting them, once you make sure that the foundation is solid,
Yeah,
and
then
it's
everything
easier to
else.
not fit
Okay.
everything else,
Yeah.
you're gonna have an easier game.
Okay, I think that's nice advice. Like, I think I've mentioned it on the podcast as well, but
Yeah,
to
that's
do it,
what I
because you just have to schedule rest, because everything else will find time.
Yeah.
Yeah, also living in the moment. Meaning so living in the moment at all times. So if right now ni saa ya sherehe, let's do that. Let's like be in that car. It's 2 hours for sherehe. Let's be in that space. Monday to Friday 9 to 5 niko kazini, guys. Wacha niko in that space, because when weekend comes, I'll do ABCD. So for me, I feel as if, apart from how what Andy has said about balance, like that's how I also form my balance. Like when I'm in that zone, if we are working, if we're doing a pod, if we are out there creating content, tukue kwa hiyo space. When we are out of there, let's do what else is required, and then we get to our rest when time for rest gets there. So both of those can.
And also, I feel like the right people who are around you will not mind your schedule.
Yeah.
They won't go like, you stopped hanging out with us, you don't spend as much time with us, or having a partner who doesn't understand how your job is or how your job is set up. Like, oh, you don't spend enough time with me, it's always work, because we've been there before, you know. And as guys, we know what the other man them are doing out there. The less time I spend with Shodi, the more time she's spending with someone else, you know, telling him, oh, he doesn't spend enough time with you. And he will go,
Bestie wako kwanza, that's bestie.
boom, boom. So it's
Yeah, when you bestie wa mtu.
Nani bestie?
Relationship.
Niko hivi kama Spider-Man.
So the less you worry about what other people think or feel about your schedule and how you're running your life, the more in tune you will be with your life and everything that's for you, including your friends, you know, and everybody who's even at work. You just find your tribe. Everywhere you go, you'll just find your tribe. Just don't pay attention to all the noise that's outside. It's going to distort you completely.
Yeah.
So having not to worry about that, it really helps us to move very fluidly. Because you'll find like-minded people. And once you do, you don't talk for like 1 month, but you're still as tight. Like, you're asking about my relationship with this guy. We became closer when we stopped working together.
When you stop talking together.
Our friendship wise, you know.
Yeah.
We became closer when he went to Capital from Homeboys. When I thought that the little friendship that we had is gone just like that, that's when it grew. So you just trust the process, trust the system. Everything that's for you is gonna work out exactly how it's meant to be.
Hey,
And the peace that
kuna wisdom by there.
Niko serious.
Smart tumeleta watu wa maana.
Wacha turudi kwa ratchet. Hebu niwaulize kitu. How come ladies out of nowhere, y'all can wake up in the middle of the night, wake me up, babe. Would you love me if I was at table? Like, explain to me, like, ni mentality gani why not going to, like, a table, like,
an earthworm.
yeah, like, I'm a gorilla, babe. Ooh, Africa giant.
Of course, I can't love you, surely. Like, why would I love a gorilla?
So before you tell us why you all do that, is there a right answer to that question?
Wow! The silence was
Wow! Send me this clip. I need this clip for my TikTok. Yo.
There's only one response. And the response is yes, I will.
Yes, I will.
Yes, and amen.
I think it's just a matter
just
of
lying.
women love or people liking affirmations or being affirmed by their partners. So sometimes inakuja tu in.
Sasa gorilla nitaipata wapi na
No,
ako?
so you're making it deep by saying it's rooted in the fact that we like being affirmed.
You're making it deep by making me up in the middle
But
of the night.
the timing, honey, I mean, come on.
Has that actually really
in the
happened?
middle of...
It happens out
You, has it
here.
happened to you?
No, but we see it out here. We're asking for our fellow men. So
It
you're
doesn't
asking
happen.
us.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. I don't think.
Okay, so you had it here.
But don't.
You seem guilty, yeah.
No.
Have you ever woken him up?
To us, no.
Or maybe...
Oh, and another question. You know, it doesn't have to be in that way. Ati, babe, would you love me if I was at table? Nah. Could be in any circumstance. Like, would you love me if I was alone?
Apana. I don't know. I've never asked those questions.
Okay,
I think
You'll update
affirmations
us.
come
You'll update
in other
us.
ways. Yeah. But I think it's okay. I think what Alice was saying is just rooted in wanting to be affirmed. And even if, let's say, I'm not perfect, which no one is, I don't think anyone is perfect. You know, we all have our flaws. And things can also change, even in relationships and really. But
About being perfect. I think every man can speak for himself.
oh, you're perfect.
No,
No.
just-
Sour,
that's red flag.
What are you doing?
I'm a video kiss. Doing jokes.
Anyway, talk about perfection and now even relationships. Going back to what Alice had mentioned about being avoidant and all these, you know, we'll say men even as we've had our fair share of men not rising up to the occasion, and I think
Careful now. What
not
conversation
that
are we
way,
Oh,
that
yeah.
other way, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Are you okay with it? That we just need to know where
Yeah, we just wanted
Okay.
to know where the question
Yeah.
was going.
Yeah, so especially if they've led you on, you know, and
Yo,
you've
what is
seen
leading
some,
on?
you know.
I don't know.
Are we talking about also the guy leading you on or us being led on?
The guy
yeah.
leading you
Leading
on,
you on.
and then when
I
it's
think-
time to now decide where this is going, it's always like,
Nah, some things that
Talk-
ladies feel as if is leading on is not leading on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Defend
Tuko-
yourself.
tuko
So now we
honest.
need to
so we need to define what is
Leading
leading
on,
on,
yeah,
and what
cause-
is not leading on.
Because wait, if let's say we are at an office, HR condo, and you know you're single and I'm single, and I throw a few compliments your way, am I leading you on to anything?
No.
Well, no, right?
Continue.
Yes, I'm just that was the first scenario. Because to some people's compliments are like one of the
Depends
ways.
on what the compliment is.
Wait, what?
No. I want to see where she's going with this.
Yeah,
Where- draw the
surely
line for us.
there's difference. So you look nice today and you look sexy in that dress.
So yes.
When it's just
Lakini ukiingia day moja uko sexy na nyingine uko nini?
Kama inajumadio compliments, itakupatia wiki.
That gives you a very sexual depiction of exactly what you want. Like,
But what if you're in a sexy dress, Alice?
I'm not supposed to say it.
Yeah.
Tukanyagie.
So we deny.
no, me, Apple.
you just imagine.
I'm
You is
happy
sour,
with the guys.
sour.
Yeah.
You agree with the guys?
Yeah.
No, it's fine because that's why the reason I said this is because to some people we've had this conversation and it's like Neville, you led me on by
And then
telling
like
me
you
I
said-
look beautiful, telling me my hair, telling me ABCD nini, and I'm like, wait, wewe ni queen, nafaa nikwe nikikuchapia hizi vitu 1 2 ama vipi ama?
If my boyfriend is doing that shit in the office,
Yeah,
are
by
breaking
the
up.
yeah,
Just
that's for single people. Yeah.
That's what I said. In the beginning I said we're in an office,
Okay,
you're single,
yeah,
I'm
true,
saying,
true.
hauna mtu.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu ukiwa na mtu that's
That's a bit.
But see inaweza
Ni different.
It's sass.
Wait, so now, and I'm not saying that that's what's going on right now, but you have a guy, right?
Yeah.
So I can't throw such a compliment your way. Even if it's true.
Not every day. I should say once, now you won't even now every day. You're looking sexy every day. Ni mwili, see dress, really. I can't leave my body at home.
Every day are sexy. Spare me even.
So okay, because that's why I brought that conversation because compliments to some people, yes, it's leading on. To some people, it's like mi najijua, so to move.
Let's get into the meat
And
of
when
leading on now.
what is leading on?
So, mnaenda dates. Mnashikana.
weekend, a lot of
You're
every
sleeping
weekend.
together, even.
Every
you know?
weekend you're spending together.
Yeah.
You're meeting maybe the friends, each other's friends.
There's kidogo PDA.
Yeah.
Mko in the
There's
sheets.
PDA, all your friends kind of know, like. if
But
you're
it's
single.
not.
But
You
it's
don't want
not
to make it
defined.
official. You don't want.
hatujaongea.
Oh, I'm not ready. What is I'm not ready? I'm not. Is it always?
So your words are not matching your actions.
Let me tell you
Basically, your words are not matching your actions.
You need a girlfriend experience. I can want to
What?
give you the girlfriend experience
Hey, maybe that's
without
what you can even
that
call this
attachment.
episode.
Hey, actually the girl. Kwani it's a try.
That's what
try
you're naming this episode.
The girlfriend
Experience without any attachments.
I want people to usually agree or don't accept.
Hey, because do you know?
Sasa if I agree and now you are saying, oops.
Let me even let me present a mirror to you guys. You're acting like you have no parts in this. Why
Okay.
did you not have this conversation before you got too cozy?
When you were throwing
You're
it
acting,
back.
yeah, you're acting like I had a gun held to your head.
So now they bring it back to you like, so now that's the thing that
I'm
you guys
saying
also
it
like
takes
to
two
do.
tango. You expect
Hey, okay, cut.
When you're giving me that bucket and the that wappy wap.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
10 marks.
Yeah.
Why?
See now.
Hey. Exactly.
No.
You're part to playing this.
You're also leading me on.
You can't say, oh, man, that's
See now, we've led each other.
Like,
so why are we not moving on?
Like
why are you backing out?
Most of the times you'll know what a woman wants, and eventually you know this girl wants a relationship, but I can't.
Did you say it? Did you make it clear?
See now, I'm telling you.
Sometimes
But
you
we are too fast. Because sometimes we are, as we said.
So it's a timing thing.
Si timing. Sometimes hii journey tukienda wewe ukikimbia na mimi natembea. Nani anafika mbele? Si ni wewe. Wewe ukifika destination ya relationship mbele yako. Na mimi sasa hiyo natembea niko na vibes nasikiza mangoma nikienda on the way.
Nice one. Punguza pace.
And your pace yako is slow down. So that's what I would say. Even we're having this conversation with Andy where sometimes you all can have a conversation about a guy. And maybe Alice umchoche umwambie yo that guy he hasn't put a label yet. Force him to put, like, make him. Sometimes your girls do that. When you're talking amongst yourself, you're like, manze imekuwa 6 months na hajafanya ABCD. Like,
kwani wewe na hiyo timeline yako ni gani hiyo ati hapa 6 months bado uko straight?
Bado anatembea. Bado
anatembea.
I'm trying to give it if you start to get up, it's a huge timeline. Because sometimes you do get situations like that where someone tells you, hey, imekuwa long, fanyeni ABCD. And we were talking with Andy and we were like, damn, sometimes when your girl pressures you like that, they spoil for you a good thing.
And I've been a victim of that so many times. To a point where I'm like, am I with you or are your friends with you and me? Because we had something going on over here. Our own pace, our own everything. But every time you hang out with them,
you come back with drama.
And it's not just
because they are opening my mind. Where you're comfortable.
It's not opening your mind.
Yeah.
You are sure about our energy.
It's opening.
Because we can see what you who is in love and foolish cannot see. No. So we'll tunakuchangamsha.
That's the problem because you're projecting your own ideologies of being in love.
There are things that are so blatant, surely you can.
Exactly. You see, you're projecting. What's blatant? It's relative. Like you said, 6 months is such a long time to him. Mimi naweza kakwambia no, I'm adding another maybe 2. Because I need to see some things.
Anyway, me, I take everything with a pinch of salt. So, hata kama whatever my friends say, I'll still sit with myself and chagua.
Why haven't you ever heard niggas saying, nilikuwa nabonga na my boys and
wameona manze unanitesa.
Exactly.
But even I don't go and say to my girls.
No, but umewekwa ka battery in your back somewhere.
Yeah, no, but it's true.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes I'm not saying all the time. All the time. Yes, and most of the times, as you're saying, yes. Sometimes things are not going right. Maybe in a relationship where we can all see Muko happy. Yes, that's what
love is blind, but the neighbors are not.
Yeah, we're not speaking about that, but we're speaking of that time where enyewe, you know the pace that we are at, baby. Wewe unajua. But then ukienda kwa mabeshte zake
exactly. So you clearly unafanyaje? Muite mkalishe chini mwambie this is what I want. And if the energy is not being reciprocated, respect his, respect yako. Move along. You go and find someone who will fit your energy. We achana na yeye atapata msee wake.
But I think this circles back to the question of like what are we talking about? The way that felt
leading
so
on.
strong.
Leading on.
Yeah, the point
Avoidance.
of still your and I said this, your actions are not matching your words in the aspect of you're saying this thing, but still I'm the person you're calling, I'm the person you're texting. I've told you that conversation, you know, this is what I want or this is what I don't want, but we're still going on like we're together. E-girlfriend experience.
Because I feel that
inaishanga wapi?
Itaishia mali itaishia. Like
see, but you just cut it off.
Why prematurely?
Si tuna build.
Haina end goal.
Exactly. Now you see. So if you hadn't defined an end goal, you get what you read. No, unajua my point being, unajua kitu yote ina revolve around one thing. Simple and basic communication. Wewe unataka nini, mimi ninataka nini. If you don't clearly define what you want, then you're gonna get whatever you get out of that.
And sometimes yes, you do agree. Mwingine anaweza fika, unaweza like I don't kitambo when you are doing like okay, wako wale wako PG. friends with benefits. Kuna kuwaga na ile rule ya msee akishika feelings tuachane na hiki tu kwa sababu mtu ataumia hapa. And then there's usually that one person who gets to the feelings mbele ya yule mwingine. Kuna yule ako sawa na physical ana normal, but then kuna yule ako like ai kwani hatuwezi enda pale tukuleka something kwani every day tu ni
it's just communication. Because what if I told you, because I had a similar conversation with a babe who's probably 5-6 years older than me, and she told me that babes that age, maybe cougars as we'd call them, this is what they love. They love the girlfriend experience even without these attachments. Like, yes, as much as I'm older than you and we're doing these things, still take me out on dates. Let's go out to the club. Let's go out for movies. But we know exactly what's going on because we've already talked about it. We communicated it. So, willing buyer, willing seller.
I think for me, my take home is have the conversation sooner rather than later.
Yeah, don't
you know,
throw it
I
back.
like that one for the.
Don't throw it back looking at me and then you're expecting me to say I love you.
Okay.
Oops, daddy, mom.
All right.
Yeah, don't throw it back too much. Throw it back once.
Yeah, I think have the conversation before.
Yeah.
you
Nice
throw
piece
it
of
back.
advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say this. Before you blame someone else for your own situation, you have to take your own responsibility first. Because no one put a gun to your head. And that's always my logic. Hakuna mtu alikulazimisha huko ndani. So you can't be mad at him. Be mad at yourself for staying there. Despite him showing you, you know, I can't give you what you want. I might say this, but did you read my actions? You only have yourself to blame at the end of the day. Because he showed you one, you just didn't want to buy it or believe it. Or maybe you wanted to give it a chance, another shot, but you're like, you know what? I tried. Let me just move. It's peaceful, bro. It's peaceful. At least
I think wameanza vizuri.
Yeah, maybe the last statement.
The last 5 minutes.
The last 5
3 minutes. Umekuwa na sense.
I love it.
I like that. Thanks. I think it's given us clarity. I like it takes two to tango. So when you kama umefika hapo, there's a place umekosea pia, you know. And I think as human beings we don't like communicating. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's uncomfortable because you don't want to accept what someone is going to say, you know. And I think even in one of the episodes we said even girls have their own narrative. Mtu amekushow hivi, amekwambia and the actions match.
Yeah.
But you
Umesema
it's charming. This one na more, by the way. So unapitishwa hivi disrespect. Even guys, I know guys who are disrespected also as well because even girls shorties can do the most. So yeah, take people's
maybe nina swali.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you will allow me to take it there.
Disclaimer.
Welcome to the Chop Shop podcast. We have just come from Banter and Brunch. Kama moya Brunch, tumemaliza sasa.
To the late night show.
Sorry.
So I don't know if you'll allow me to take it there.
So
Indulge.
But if you're under 25.
Ziba 20 those man. But I brought up this conversation yesterday. I think I brought it up with Neville and Ashley also. In my life, I have seen more women. Can we cuss here? I know I don't cuss, but yeah.
Do you ever?
Okay.
over 25.
Yeah, over 25. Yeah. So I have seen more women digmatized than I've seen guys coochie with. So the first question that I ask my female friends is, how do you overcome being digmatized or digmatization? Because I have seen babes at their worst because of dick.
You said that, so it's such a deep statement.
At the worst.
No, let's move on. It's okay. Let's move on. Hey. So the question is, how do you overcome digmatization?
Yeah.
Abstain.
Yeah.
You're the boring.
No, because you don't know which one will.
Because if it's not leading to
something, stop being addicted.
Stop being addicted.
Don't taste it.
Kuna. Give me
It's
another
like
anecdote.
Avoid it by not trying.
if you know it's not leading to anything, the simplest answer is that abstinence, or not even just, why are you still talking to this person?
Because of the sex.
Surely.
And,
Sometimes-
Get a job.
and the concern is
In the economy.
No,
That's
let's
so
go
that
single.
make it.
Get your toys.
That's it.
Get your toys. Get your.
It's because
Things
you
on-
feel like you'll never get someone who will make you feel sexually the way that guy made
That
you
person
feel.
must be experiencing bad sex in their whole life if they are over 25 and they don't. They feel this is sex I'm not finding again.
Anywhere.
Ever.
And that person is using kamuti to catch up because
Hey, what's up?
anyway. No, but I know it's a real thing. Because you look at some people, you wonder, it must be.
Umetoka Thika.
You're crossing borders.
Right,
Hey.
it's alright,
No, I
story
think,
time.
okay, I don't want to be too spirit, but also, there's energy exchanges, and there's a lot happening over there. So, and the church, no, because it can make you do crazy things, and even I feel like you end up acting, even if you see another babe with this guy, you can even chapper her because of that thing, and you can kill someone. Yeah, you can kill someone because
Yeah.
of
Actually,
so I don't
no.
think it's a good thing. Actually, you need to take it very serious and
You should see someone.
find a solution. Yeah.
At least unasema.
No, I think also guys experience the same thing. As much as you
For
say,
sure.
as much as you say, it's just who are you having sex with when you're digmatized? Why are you digmatized? Because even him is coming back all the time, but with this
No,
guy.
maybe it's
So
'cause
maybe
he
It's
has
available.
the option of
Yes.
saying no, but he might
He-
as well enjoy it because he's the one getting all the perks over here.
I also think kwanza niggas are normally crazy when they're pussy whipped. Have you seen some of those things they do?
Me,
They're
it
fighting in
took
the
my bro
club.
using a job.
Wow.
God.
You see, it's not a good thing by the way. That's I'm like people need to take it with as much seriousness. Yeah. Sasa kazi, what's putting food on your table? Juya. Hi.
Imagine.
Yenye aishi bi-
Yeah,
How's it guys?
It's a clear indication.
That's actually good.
Sometimes if it's too deep, it's a clear indication you need to work on yourself because it feels like you're not valuing yourself. Just at some point, it becomes like
It's a reflection of the self.
yeah.
I like that. That's I'm like it's actually serious because
Hapo umenena.
yeah.
Serious.
Umenena.
Okay, guys, I feel like we need to start wrapping up the episode,
Yeah.
which is very sad because the
It's
conversation.
okay, season 6. We will have you guys for another one for sure, or we'll come over to the chop shop.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
been awesome. Yeah.
We have a quick-
any parting shots? Yeah, we have a quick fire.
Oh wow.
But-
So, but it's just 3 questions, maybe 2, depending on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the 100 episode. They can get something extra.
Gosh, it's the 100 episode.
No cake. Mbona mkunikumbusha hiyo vitu
Get something
imenini?
extra. Aya. Tuambie quick fire.
I am. What does success mean to you?
And
So-
we know it's very packaged.
Okay. To me, success means being able to say no. If I'm able to say no, that means I'm good. So being
you-
able to say no is success to me.
It's like you don't owe
Yeah, like
anyone anything.
you want to offer me 100 million? No, thank you. What does that say about me?
Uko sawa.
Exactly.
Happiness and contentment.
Yeah.
If I'm happy, I'm successful.
Cool.
Man, it's serious, man.
What career did you dream of having as a kid?
There are many. I wanted to be a banker. I wanted to be a neurosurgeon,
Interior designer.
interior designer, but media also was one of them.
Yeah.
So I can't talk it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you,
Lawyer.
sorry.
Oh.
Do you think you'll get into any of those things later in life? Maybe interior?
Actually, my mom keeps telling me that her friends, when I was young, kept telling her that in a parallel universe, your boy would make an amazing lawyer. So, Kenya School of Law. maybe soon.
Ah, nice. I feel, why not? I feel like we can't limit ourselves to.
I haven't had the best experience with people who do law.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but don't limit. Do everything you want to do in this lifetime. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, lawyer, pilot, just the regular young man thing. But yeah, they definitely want to get into piloting because wouldn't it be nice to just leave this podcast and be like, yo, let's go, Diane, let's go.
Yeah.
We go in the plane and, it's one of us, doing the thing. So, yeah,
Nice.
piloting definitely in future.
Okay.
Okay. I also wanted to be a pilot at some
Alright.
point. Yeah, so I'll see.
Masai?
I've also thought about going back just for just private license.
Kujibamba,
So that I
that's what it's
can
about.
when I get my jet.
Yeah. Alice.
What
Jet
do I
done.
want to be?
Yeah.
Oh, I always knew from a kid I wanted to do architecture. Because I was really into arts and design and stuff. It's what I did in high school. Even after graduating, it started kind of fleeting because it was almost ending because I was like, wow, do I really, really want to do architecture? But even after I graduated, I didn't qualify for doing it here. So my second choice was interior. My mom said she feels there's no job market here for it. So, but I think I ended up where I've said this countless times on the podcast. I've ended up exactly where I was supposed to be because even when I look back at when I said package it.
Backstory.
Long story short, ever since I was a kid, I always had a big personality.
Nice.
My drama fest, Nini. And I started my YouTube right after Form 4 for like a hot minute and started podcast. So, and I did communications. So,
Yeah. Nice. What advice would you give your younger self? Let's say 18-year-old Neville and
Patia ni serious. Natafuta ratchet, yani ile kitu at least watu wanasikiza wanaweza penda. Yeah, damn. Ni mingi man. Wacha niseme like the serious ones first. First, know your worth. Like kile wanakuambia si kenye iko, like kuna venye iko. If you know, you know. You know, so just because you're being given at the end month wanasema 50,000 chukua, haimaanishi ati hiyo ndio worth yako ama that's what you should be getting. You know, there's always opportunities to scale up and do more.
nice.
Yeah, of course, the ratchet one is like just eat it.
Balance.
Balance is not a business, so yeah, it's both sides, but yeah, the other one is more serious. The what they tell you is not the one that is, but yeah, you can create and your own work and make it better. So yeah.
Nice.
Oh damn, na usikubali wakupasie tu kitu yoyote. Wakipass on the left, angalia nini. Kuna kukiflani. Acha tu.
One, there's nothing wrong with you. You're good. And two, don't go by the rules, bro. It's such a boring life. Such a boring life. So the rules are there to be broken. Yes, there's some order to them, but don't always go about your business according to the books.
Can limit you.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I think the last question.
Last
What's something new happening in your life currently?
Something new.
Wow.
Is anything new?
I don't think there's anything
New.
This is new.
What is new?
this is our first collab.
Yeah, or being on someone else's podcast.
Yeah, being hosted
Yeah, being
as a
hosted.
podcast.
For real?
Yeah. Opportunity. This will let one go road. A good place.
Yeah, and honestly, it's something he had brought up the first time we talked about the first invite we got.
Yeah.
It's a conversation we had about the first time that we are hosted on another platform. How do you want to go about it? So it's a conversation.
I
we
hope
had at
we've
that
met
time.
your expectations.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any expectations. It was more about us and where we are at. You know, by the time we are ready to be hosted by someone else.
Okay.
So yeah.
I hope tumekupata at a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, there's never a bad time with us.
Yeah. Always ready. Nice.
Kabisa.
I answered that question for you guys, but is there anything else you can think of that's new currently you're going through?
Like the thing is just same old.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Something new, my hair. So if you guys like it, you can comment.
Oh, I remember I have something new. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're
then
done.
I'll just comment and let me know if you guys like it. The new look. It's a different
I
one.
like your new look.
So thank you.
My face. I took a makeup class last week.
Oh.
So I'm starting to practice. doing my own makeup. Yeah, I think it's an important skill.
It's going well.
It is. Thank you. Yeah. So,
Alright.
guys, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for gracing episode 100. We
Anytime.
wouldn't have asked for, but I guess you guys have
Yeah,
been
this has been
amazing,
amazing.
great energy, great conversation, crazy conversations. Tumefika hapa, tumepata by the umenipea a lot of things to think about. Nyinyi. Even just the balancing,
Yeah.
living in the moment. I liked that as well. Doing your work. Yeah. Amazing conversation. We will definitely do this again.
Yes,
Probably
please.
next year when we're back for another season. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for rocking with us, guys, for 100 episodes, man. It's been a journey and we're still going. We'll come back better than ever. I know this is our last episode for the year.
Yeah.
So,
We're going to
yeah, we need a
energize.
break.
Podcasts that plan themselves like that, like they can
Yeah,
take a
what's the
break.
what's the
Come
plan?
back for another season. I
What's the
love
plan
Yeah.
for December though?
Tumemaliza podcast.
Sasa, guys, thank you so much. This has been Banter of Brunch. If you've reached this moment, surely clearly enjoyed.
Can you
Stop
just
pretending.
The
subscribe?
most
Can
important
you,
person.
yeah, like, comment, leave a comment, subscribe, share. We will leave their handles also
Yes.
so that you can follow them. They do amazing work and yeah, vibe with them in case this is
Yeah.
the first time you meet them.
Correct.
Yeah, sawa. So see you guys next year.
Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Adios.
Happy
Merry
New
Christmas,
Year.
Happy New
Year. Happy Thanksgiving, Happy World Cup.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, yeah, happy anniversary.
We love you
Yeah.
guys.
Happy breakup.
Yeah.
Some are going to break up after
Yeah,
this.
December, yeah.
Others are in relationships and
30th
realize they were
November is the
not
last day of relationship.
on December.
Renew your
Nice,
contract.
Renew your contract. Happy contract renewal.
Yeah, happy contract renewal.
Sawa. See you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye.